Welcome back, everybody. RC here for Photography Tips and Tricks Product Spotlight. It's a conversation about Mylio, and to do that, I'm joined by portrait, editorial, and commercial photographer Tamara Lackey. Hi, it's good to see you. So now, Tamara is also a Nikon ambassador, so she's a photographer through and through, and a user of Mylio.
Yes, I am a user. Now, a proud user.
It's one of those things that we get a lot of questions on the concept of, using Mylio, getting started with Mylio. And you said something that really resonated with me when we first started this, which was everybody that's using Mylio has an individual story. So before we get into anything, I just kind of wanted to find out, where does it fit for you? What's your story when you're talking about Mylio?
Yeah, Mylio for me has been pain point management.
Okay.
A pain point for me has been, I'm shooting a lot, not just for work, but also at home with 3 kids and, beautiful marriage and all that sort of stuff. And these images are everywhere.
Right.
And I mean everywhere. And so what Mylio did for me is allowed me a central repository to just dump all the images in. And I mean just blind import, don't consider the quality of the images, just get everything in there.
Right.
It gave me a way to look at everything at once, and I could sort it. It auto sorts it for me chronologically, by the people in it, by the location of where things were shot. All of that is auto done for me at a speed that is ridiculous. Okay. So I'm not sitting there waiting for all to go in. And then I can just take everything at once, see everything in one place, and organize it more specifically custom, how I custom want to see it, into these albums. So I have custom albums for things I care about, these major vacations we take, big projects we put together, an album for each one of my children, parties we throw, etc. Ways I want to see the world.
And all of that stuff is available to you everywhere.
And then every time I put it in here, it goes into my iPhone, it goes into my iPad, it goes to my desktop, my iMac sitting at home, and it goes to 2 different drives. So everything I put in is constantly being put 5 places and backed up as originals 2 places. And I can also specify if I wanted to go to the cloud.
Wow. Now, on top of all of this stuff, it also has a pretty robust editor.
It does.
That's where we want to spend the next couple of spotlights on talking about this, because it's something that once you peel that layer off, you have an editor. Talk to us about the editing that you can do in the pictures here.
So if I just grab an image and I want to go into the editor mode, these are the options that are available to me. I can obviously change the white balance. I can do some toning here, and that's all the sliders and things that you're used to seeing, right? The exposure and clarity and blacks and whites.
Things that I would want to change.
Yep,
on set
exactly.
Of a picture.
I can go hit vibrance, saturation, sharpening, and it's it's obviously an automatic thing based on what I want to do. I want to increase the shadows in an image or not. I can reset everything I do. It's non-destructive. I can also copy any changes I make and apply them across another set of images that I want the same thing done to.
Wow.
So right there, if I am doing images, especially for me, where I'm out photographing something I care about, but it's not there's not a contract on it. I don't need to have a certain standard.
And those are the most important parts.
Yes.
Those are the most important pictures.
Yes, those are the ones that at the end of your life, you're like, oh, my baby, she was 4, right?
Yes.
So I have those images, and I want to be able to just quickly apply. I just need a shadow bump, a little exposure hit, and a hint of clarity. I can do that in 2 seconds and be done.
Perfect.
I'm out. If, for instance, I did take a photograph and you know what, this is going to go somewhere that really matters to me and I want to set it up, I can go into Photoshop and make all the changes I want in a more robust editor that's got everything, all my actions, etc. And then make those changes and then pop it right back into Mylio.
So now you have robust editing, you have access to all of your devices, and you have this on 5 different places. 2 of them are original, and all of that stuff is right inside of Mylio.
And it's constantly backing it all up every single time.
Pretty smart, indeed. Now, for more information on this, where can they go to take a look at this?
Mylio.com.
Now, on top of this, though, this just came in, was they're offering actually a pretty substantial saving on this. If you haven't even tried it, make sure you take a look at Mylio.com/Kelby1. Viewers of the Grid and the Kelby TV network are going to get $100 off on top of that. So now you have the advanced plan. Make sure that you take a look at it soon. It is a limited time offer, and it goes away April 30th.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, if you try out Mylio and you let it auto-organize everything for you, and then you decide, you know what, it's not for me, it leaves you with all those organized files, and it leaves you with Mylio. It just shuts off syncing. Like, you can no longer use it to back up everywhere, but you would still have everything auto-organized, which is reason enough to try it out.
That's very, very good. Tamara, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah.
And thanks to all of you guys for stopping by here on this Snapshot. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.